Welcome back to Ro Reacts TV, where we react, review, and recap skits from the Country Wayne skit universe. Hey cousins, everybody plays the fool. Y'all, Ernestine is out here playing stupid. Now, as we know, Ernestine found that money on the last skit, but now she's acting as though it's still lost, waiting to be found. So the episode starts out with Ernestine. She's with the sheep, and Trey comes on the property and he says, "Ernestine, I didn't think you would be back here with the sheep." She says, "Yeah, my mom used to be back here with them all the time." He says, "Oh, well, I have something that I need to talk to you about." She says, "Yeah," but she's very short with him. He says, "You told Jay about the money?" She closed her eyes as though she's just remembering. She says, "Oh, yeah, I did. He was here when Trish was here." He says, "Steen, you can't do that. You can't be telling everybody all our business. Do you understand how much money that is? And I don't want everybody all, to know about it." Trish knows about it, and now Jay, she plays stupid. She says, "Well, you know what? It's not all of our business. It's you and J-Mo's business, and I didn't know anything about it. You knew what they were doing because you assisted them once. You knew what was caught in your daughter's backpack, and you playing dumb." She says, "You and J-Mo decided to bring that business onto this property." He says, "Yeah, but still though, why are you telling Jay about it? This is between us." She says, "Don't act like this is between us. I didn't sign up for this to be between us." And Ernestine, you being real selfish right now. He has been real trill with you. Trey has been there for you, regardless if you made him angry by getting with Jay and he tried to go and mess with Bree. It doesn't matter. He's been there for you. He's been checking up on you. He said he was going to give you that $200,000 to put on that home, and he meant that. The money came up missing. You are very selfish, Ernestine. Ugh. Trey says, "Respectfully, this is between us. Why would you tell Jay? He's talking about calling the cops and bringing enforcements in. Why would you do that?" Ernestine says, "Hey, I can't control what Jay does. If you had some money on the property, you should have told me. And you didn't, and now it's Jay's business too." She says, "I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you." Trey says, "Well, you know what? Now it's going to get tricky. Because what if he finds the money and he tries to take the money off the property?" He looks at her so genuinely. He says, "Ernestine, I need to find that. I really do." She looks at him. She says, "Yeah, I know you do. She ain't worth a dang." She says, "If it comes up, I'll be sure to let you know." He grabs her and he pulls her closely and he says, "Listen, I know it's been a lot going on between us, but you gotta keep this personal. That's our business. That's not for nobody else to know about." She says, "Trey, please don't talk about what's personal. This has all been personal. This is my mother's property that you've been hiding money on and doing other things, and you know all about it. You knew your D-boy didn't have a place of income. You knew what his income was, and you knew how he was paying your bills. Stop playing with us." She says, "You start seeing my best friend and sleeping with her behind my back, but let you tell it you haven't slept with her. But it's all been personal, Trey." He says, You're right. Hey, you guys think that that's the reason why she hasn't given him the money? Is one, because she needs it, because after J-Mo went to the feds, she didn't try to step out and get a job or anything, and I do know she's grieving her mom. And two, she is going to spend that money. And she doesn't care what happens between J-Mo and Trey. And I think that's so selfish. I really feel like Trey has been there for her more than anyone else. For family's sake, I wanted her to get back with Jay for Ava, but he can't stay sober. So Trey says, the thing is, I don't know when J-Mo is coming back. And I haven't been receiving any of his calls. I haven't been putting any money on his books. And when he comes back, he's going to want answers. He's going to want that money to get back on his feet, to get started. And if I don't have it, it's going to be a problem. She says, "Yeah, you know what? I know you're right," looking at him, looking all guilty. She says, "I do. I understand." He grabs her face and he says, "Oh, you do?" He says, "Well, thank you." She says, "Yeah, and I think that you should do anything in your power to try to find it. And if you can't find it, maybe you should just chalk it up as a loss." She ain't no good, y'all. She don't care if he gonna get a birthday party, anything. Tell me how y'all feel about this and drop your thoughts in the comments, cousins.